Wendell, this is your boss, your employer. I command you to come back to work. The Penske files are piling up on your desk, and your TPS reports are overdue. I will forgive your absence because you are a radio jockey, but you must kiss all 4 arms of Ganesha and bring me 1 pound of curry as penalty. I will expect your service Monday morning. Do not disappoint me, Wendell.
It's time for some Indian tales.
Awesome.
Well, I found a story online before I tell a personal story here.
Okay.
Apparently, as with, most races, as it were,
Sure.
a brown woman with a white man brings out the worst in Indians.
Okay.
So apparently the Indians don't like when their women get involved with a white guy.
So white men on Indian chicks, bad.
Bad.
But Indian guys on white chicks, acceptable?
I don't know. I don't know that to be the answer, but I do know that, especially like in the black culture, black guy with a white woman or vice versa in the white culture, just doesn't fly with a lot of people.
Well, Magoo or Zimbabwe or whatever at your place, none of them were dating white chicks?
No, they were married traditional Indian.
Wives were picked out at birth?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Yep. Elephant Beach on India's Andaman Island was not where I thought I would have to justify my life choices. Yet there I was, feet dipped in clear water, staring into the horizon, trying to convince 2 middle-aged women who I did not know that the man I was with was indeed my husband.
Okay.
By the 4th day of our vacation on the islands, we had gotten used to being stared at.
Oh, boy.
But when curious glances turned into quizzical looks, we began to realize that we were considered an oddity.
Okay.
A brown woman with a white man.
Uh-oh.
Who is he? One of the 2 women asked me as soon as my husband left my side.
Yeah.
My husband, I replied, after a while, snapping out of savoring my first ever snorkeling session. She then asked me and questioned about our wedding and everything that had led to it. Then the other women who had remained silent until then asked me for proof.
Proof?
Proof.
Why doesn't she say, hey, go fuck yourself?
Where is your Mangal Sutra? Where are your bangles? Her tone reminded me of a teacher scolding an errant student in moral science class. I showed them the fading Mahindi on my palms. Now, are you familiar with the
Dude, I'm not familiar with anything in their fucked up culture.
Well, when Indians get married, they do henna tattoos.
Okay, I am familiar with henna.
Okay, henna tattoos, they're temporary. Well, the bride and her wedding party all get henna tattoos, and each symbol means something and whatever, and they last for a week or 2.
Okay.
And it's called Mahindi.
Oh, wasn't unaware of this.
Yeah, the Indian girls that used to work where I worked, who attended Indian weddings, would come in usually on Monday, and they would have the Mahindi tattoos on their hands and their skin and stuff to celebrate the nuptials of their Indian friend.
And you'd look at them and go, hey, did your pen explode?
That's pretty much what it looked like, too.
It's just like a bunch of dots and blots.
Well, no, they actually do kind of, they draw certain things on their hands and whatever.
Right.
But it's all henna, and then, like I said, after a while it washes off.
Okay.
I showed them my fading Mahindi on my palms. Why did I do that? I later kicked myself for having misunderstood their question as friendly banter. When many Indians see one of their women with a man of a different race, they make assumptions and offer unsolicited advice.
Wow.
An Indian woman who has got a white man must be enlightened even by complete strangers. A lawyer whose services I was seeking for a few marriage-related formalities started giving me a sermon on running a background check on the man I wanted to marry, because you never know how these firangs, F-I-R-A-N-G-S, are.
That's what a white guy is? A farang?
It's a farang. It's kind of like in the Jewish community, where if a Jewish man dates a non-Jewish woman, she's known as a shiksa.
What? Again, you know what? I just don't get it, because I could give a fuck about my own culture, I think.
Yeah, I know. But some people are so steeped in their culture and their religion and their beliefs and this and that, that if you're an outsider, you don't belong.
But it's just the dumbest theory ever.
I agree. I don't look at it like that, but some people, that's how they look at it.
Can you imagine deciding to stay with somebody that's a piece of shit because that you're all of the same culture versus somebody that's actually cool and that you kind of want to spend time with?
Exactly.
What the fuck is that? That's the dumbest shit ever.
Well, that's what happens when your life is driven by ideology rather than just rational thought.
Bunch of fucking idiots.
I agree.
It's dumb.
I completely agree, but anyway, apparently a white guy or a white person is known as a farang.
All right.
I didn't call on her again. Probably every woman in India has one story about having been subject to lecherous looks as she walked down the street.
Lecherous
looks.
Oh my God.
Now make her walk next to a white man, the male gaze turns more brazen by several orders of magnitude.
Wow.
It's like, you're betraying our kind,
I guess.
Ketkik Prandan, a French teacher in Pondicherry, told me about the time she was holding her German boyfriend's hand when a group of men started making vulgar gestures.
Irfan was with an India?
Vulgar gestures.
Damn it.
One of them grabbed my other hand and held it very tightly for a few seconds and ran away. Pradhan recalled, I was so angry that I shrieked and we ran after them. At first he laughed, then seeing that I was not going to go, he apologized. Another time a group of men sneered as they passed by the young couple. Hum mein kai kumai thai ju blah 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 blah, whatever they say. And which means, what do you lack that you choose this white guy?
All right.
So basically, there's something wrong with you. What do you lack that you need this white guy?
And this made her shriek and cry and all this shit?
No, she's just saying that some guy in another incident basically came up and grabbed her hand like he was trying to get her away from this guy. Like I'll save you type of thing,
Now, are Indian women, supposed to, shut their fucking hole or get a beat down?
More or less, yeah.
Is that how that works?
Yeah, more or less.
So they can't really be like, hey, fuck you.
Yeah. Oh, that would be out of line.
They just have to take it.
Yeah, more or less, yeah.
Okay.
They're subservient.
All right.
Then another time a group of men sneered as they passed by the young couple, saying, what do we lack that you choose this white guy?
About 5 inches.
Yeah. My friend Nia Belfikar, first visit to India after 2 years in a film school in the U.S. was appalling in her words. Chris, her American boyfriend, had accompanied her. One day when walking on a street in Pune, Nia's hometown, a biker slowed down near the couple and almost hit her.
Oh, my goodness.
She asked him to watch where he was going, she said, She sensed a mix of repressed fury and lust in the man's tone when he hissed back, "I will fuck you."
Wow. Bellfucker was getting herself some fucking action.
I guess. To many Indians, the idea of a mixed race couple is alien, repulsive even. Nicholas Chevier, my friend Aries' French-American husband, has been asked more than once in India where and how he, quote-unquote, picked up the woman he was with.
I'm going to stop your story for a minute just to say I have to step away from Nathan from Kentucky.
What did he do now?
Look at that ground. I can't even be associated with that.
Which one are you talking about?
The black girls.
Oh, I see that.
You read that?
Yeah.
What in the hell?
I see what he says.
Oh, my God.
Where's Chris Holmes when you need him?
That might be the most racist thing we've ever had in this chat room. We've had some really racist stuff, but that might be the worst.
Right.
Good Lord, dude. They're people. For God's sakes, really, they are. Jesus. All right, go ahead. Continue.
All right. He was asked where he picked up the woman he was with. Her experiences in those 2 years in Mumbai before the couple moved to Los Angeles forever clouded the way Arye thought about the city in which she had grown up. Being with my own husband would make me uncomfortable because men would pass lewd comments when even more, Alacrity, Alacrity.
Okay. Alacrity?
Alacrity.
Right.
Then when I was alone, said Arye. At times, she ignored the comments, but when she did try to fight back, some men found the aggression titillating.
Okay.
Saying, "What a firecracker she is."
All right. Why are these white guys in India?
Because they're going back with their chicks to go visit their families.
Oh, so it's not like they're moved there.
No. It's like they're there visiting or something, but they're like on the streets of India walking with their chick, and, guys like, what the fuck are you guys doing,
If it was that bad, would you go visit? I'd be like,
no, I have absolutely, after knowing what I know about India and what I've studied about it, that is like zero place that I have any interest of ever visiting.
Yeah, but if a chick was 10 hot, you still wouldn't mess with her.
Yeah, I have no desire to go there.
If there was an Indian chick that was 10 hot and was totally into you, would you date her?
No, because if she was, this goes back to the whole Bob Leather thing about the, the dating, other racial women.
Yeah.
You have to deal with everything that comes with that.
Right.
You can't assimilate into somebody else's culture.
Right.
No,
agree.
It's tough.
Mm-hmm.
And you may call me, I don't know, close-minded or too stiff or whatever the case may be. Mm-hmm. I just don't think I could do that.
Yeah. No, I hear you.
Just not into that. I'm just not into, getting into their cultural ways and attending their services or their gatherings and taking part in, all the, I just don't get into that at all.
Right. But even if it was a white chick, if she's got a fucked up family thing, you wouldn't care about that either.
I wouldn't want to do that either.
Right. Exactly. So it's not
not a racial thing. It's just that I don't want to be involved with the nonsense.
Yeah, it's just a people thing.
Yeah.
In essence, what you really don't want is to deal with people's bullshit.
Yeah. Well, a former girlfriend, which you know of,
okay,
I was asked to attend one of their family Christmas gatherings.
Right.
Which is fine. I've got nothing against Christmas. I'm not anti-religion or anything. My birthday's on Christmas Day.
Right.
So I go to this thing, and it's, they rent out like this VFW hall thing. And all the family is there, the aunts and the uncles, all the kids, cousins, whatever. Everybody's there. It's 100+ people.
Okay.
So they have these traditions where they sit around and play these, like they put all these chairs in a circle and everybody sits around and they play these games and, they want you to participate. And, not everyone was participating, and I chose to sit out. So I didn't want to play these games. I didn't want to play. It just isn't my thing, And if everybody in the place was playing, I might have felt more compelled to play.
Okay.
But I chose not to because there were a certain amount of the people not playing. And I chose not to get in the circle and play these. I don't even remember what the game was.
But it was dumb. Whatever.
Yeah, whatever it was. I didn't want to be a part of it. It's just like, I'm not doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was, of course, chastised and looked down upon for not doing this.
Right.
And it's just like, what's the big deal? I'm just sitting out. I'm not putting it down. If you want to go play the game or sit in and be a part of this, go ahead and do it.
Yeah, have at it.
But of course, because I wouldn't participate or I didn't want to participate, then that made me the bad guy.
Right.
Now, that was with a white family.
Right.
I can't even imagine what it would be like with, a ethnic family.
Yeah.
That would have been out of control.
I could just see all that, especially if you somehow ended up with some fucking family that was like really hardcore, like an Indian family.
Yeah, that just I couldn't deal with it.
Or somebody that was like real religious.
Exactly.
I could just see you just being miserable at a table.
Yeah, I couldn't do that.
All right, everybody join hands so we can have a 20-minute prayer before dinner.
Right.
You'd be like, fuck this. I'm going to the fucking McDonald's.
Sure.
I'm out of here.